Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion that when it comes down to finding out that what kind of people could be categorized as your well-wisher or as your good friends, what could be the approach to figure it out through your Vedic astrological chart analysis. Guys, this topic is coming from a place where I have been in those kind of situation where my company in my school days, my friendship and my friend circle was a major area of concern or a matter of headache or worry for my mother. See, academics was never a major area of concern, but my company, and you know that if your moon nakshatra is of Rahu, that means your first dasha is going to be of Rahu, and if your ascendant lord is there in the 8th house, that too with Saturn and Mars. So what could you expect? So now, whatever my mom has experienced, I do not want you guys to go through that. Friendship and the friends are generally seen from the 3rd house, from the 11th house. But I would say that for this kind of approach and concept, making use of the Navtara principle can actually give you very precise information. So like the way guys, before we will get into the Navtara concept, so the approach which majority of the astrologers recommend is that you have to first give attention to the ascendant lord, because ascendant lord actually acts like your life force, and wheresoever ascendant lord goes, and if it is placed, if in your case your ascendant lord is not placed isolated on its own, it is conjunct with other planets, and the kind of energy it is going to be generating over there, that will tell about the kind of people you will be very much interested in. So this could be a case that being a Cancer Lagna, on your ascendant only there is a Gaj Kesari Yoga, Jupiter and Moon being conjunct over there, or this could be a case that you are a Sagittarius Lagna and your ascendant lord Jupiter is there in the 8th house and it is conjunct with Moon. So that will tell about that you will be very much inclined towards people who are very wise or who are very religious, who are very, just because this combination is forming in your 8th house, who might be very much interested in the fields of occult as well. So this could be the one approach, that you have to see the ascendant lord, whatsoever planets it is conjunct with, that will give you this information. Second approach many astrologers use is that they give attention to your moon nakshatra lord, because somehow moon nakshatra lord is the kind of a planet which is always pulling the strings from behind the scene. So if you are your moon nakshatra is Dhanishta, that means your moon nakshatra lord becomes the planet Mars. What kind of combination it is placed in the chart? Third approach which you have to follow is that you have to give attention to your 3rd house and the 11th house, like what kind of planets are being placed over there. That can also give you this kind of information regarding the kind of people you will vibe with. So for example, 3rd house generally tells about our co-workers, 3rd house also tells about our friends, people we generally hang out with, and 11th house planets generally tells about that when you are pursuing something with a mission, with a career goal, with something specific in mind to attain or to achieve, in order to achieve that, what kind of environment of people you have to encounter. So this could be a case that, let's say for example, if in your case in the 3rd house you have planets like you have Saturn and Rahu being conjunct over there, all around you are surrounded by people who are like good for nothing, who are always there to harm you, kill your time, or push you, drive you towards things which are not very healthy for you. But the day you have decided that, okay, now I need to follow the dharmic path, now I need to make money, become wealthy, and I need to follow that business goals and practices of mine. And in your 11th house, for the same person in the 11th house, this person has got like Jupiter, Moon and Mercury and Venus. So then the things are going to be altogether different. Now again guys, I'm talking only from the natural benefic point of view. Like for the Sagittarius Lagna, Venus is not a good planet, but still Venus innately, like naturally, it is a benefic planet. It will not lose out its qualities. And being placed in the 11th house, once you have your goal set and predefined in your mind, these are the kind of people you will resonate best in the company with. Now when it comes down to the concept of the Navtara, which I wanted to talk about. So guys, over there, like the way you know that like whenever I talk about any of the transit of the planets, whenever they are shifting to any nakshatra, I generally give the results and give the analysis on the basis of that, based on your moon nakshatra on the Navtara table where it is falling in. So one such categories of the Ati Mitra, we call it as a very good friend. So guys, that is very simple. Over there you have to give attention to the 27th nakshatra. So that means, simply put, whatsoever your moon nakshatra is, a nakshatra just previous to it is called as the nakshatra which carries the traits of a very good friend of yours. So let's say, for example, in my case, if I were to say, if I'm a Sadbhisha nakshatra person, just previous to it nakshatra is the Dhanishta nakshatra, and somehow I have seen like people who are like very artistic, very creative, very musician, or people who demonstrate very strong Martian qualities. I vibe very strongly with them. You would not believe how many of the Scorpio Lagna friends I have. So I mean to say, that is what can give you this information, that when it comes down to the influence of a person which will act as your very good friend, which will give you good advice, or which could be categorized as your well-wisher, that is the person who's going to be demonstrating the qualities of the nakshatra just previous to your moon tara. Now this could be a case, guys, the same principle can also be applied to your 7th Lord's nakshatra and the 10th Lord's nakshatra as well. So guys, the same principle you have to apply to your 10th Lord's nakshatra and the 7th Lord's nakshatra as well. We all know this thing, that 10th Lord which tells about your professional undertakings. So that means in whichever nakshatra your 10th Lord is going to be placed, just previous to it the nakshatra, and the person who is going to have this as the moon nakshatra, the person who's going to be prominently being ruled by that nakshatra will give you the best career guidance, will give you the best career advice. So this could be a case that if your 10th Lord is placed in the Swati nakshatra. So we all know this thing, that just previous to the Swati nakshatra, the Ati Mitra is going to be the Chitra nakshatra. So someone who's going to have the Chitra as the moon nakshatra, that person might be the very good influence for your career. And even the attributes and the entities which are connected with that 27th nakshatra from your 10th Lord, you can also use it as a remedy, like keeping those entities or elements with you while going for any important job interview can actually help you. Same is the case, guys, when we talk about the 7th Lord. So that is going to be a planet which will give you information regarding your business goals, which will give you right guidance for your matrimonial advice. So the nakshatra which is going to be just previous to it, the 27th nakshatra from your 7th Lord's nakshatra. So that person is going to be having the right say, right guidance, right advice in the matters of your commercial or your business goal setting as well. So yes guys, the concept is very simple. We all know this thing, that the whole nakshatra sequence falls in this way, that after the Ketu it is the Venus, then it is going to be the Sun nakshatra, then Moon, then Mars, then Rahu, then Jupiter, then Saturn, then Mercury. So this is the same sequence which you have to follow, and if you will give attention to the attributes and the elements connected with that nakshatra which is just previous to your 7th Lord, 10th Lord or the Ascendant Lord, that will give you deeper information, and this can be designed as a very good remedy for your success as well. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.